What is the history of Hollywood? How did it get to this? Everything goes back to the 18th century, to a man named Edward Muybridge, also known as the father of the motion picture. His experiments involved placing 12 cameras in a row on a racetrack to capture shots of a horse that was running past. This led to something people regarded to as the first ever moving picture. Shortly after this, in 1895, the two French brothers Auguste and Louis Lumière created the very first hand-cranked machine used to capture images very quickly. This was very similar to present-day video cameras. The 19th century entered a new territory where huge advancements were made in film and video production. New techniques such as editing were discovered, which opened a door for creativity in this field. Around 1905 is when so-called Nickelodeons began appearing and gave a new and easy way for people to enjoy films. This tagged along up to the 1920s and supported the American propaganda during World War I. When 1920s hit, the industry started to grow enormously. Hundreds of movies were made every year. Hollywood became an iconic location and developed together with the culture of parties and luxury in Los Angeles. During this time is also when the two roles, the director and the star, began to appear. Directors began to receive credit for their techniques and style they used, whilst movie stars started to gain their fame. Then, the 1930s. This was considered the golden age of Hollywood, which brought us a variety of new genres in film, such as comedies, documentaries, horror and more. But right after this huge success, Hollywood suffered as the 1940s hit with the attack on Pearl Harbor and World War II. However, the push in technology brought new advancements, better audio quality and color film, which made movies that much more appealing. By the 1950s, over 10 million homes owned a TV, and the production saw a huge influence, which affected the social trends, changes in music and pop culture. Hollywood was also the birthplace of popular movie studios. The most influential studios, known as the Big Five, which everyone has heard of: Warner Bros. Pictures, Paramount, 20th Century Fox, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, and RKO. Each of these has their own production sets and studios. Other studios, known as the Little Three, Universal, United, and Columbia Pictures, are also notable. These studios were crucial for Hollywood to be where it is, for the directors and for the stars. And where is Hollywood heading now? What will the future bring, with new technology being developed every day in new forms of entertainment? We will have to wait for time to show.